Welcome to LDSBookReviews.com. My name is Ryan Daly, and today, as a lover of all books, we are going to review Teachings of the Buddha. Okay, this is going to be edited by Jack Kornfield. Okay, now here's the thing. For the most part, I'm going to give this 3 stars, and the reason I'm going to give it 3 stars is because within here, there's some fantastic wisdom, some good one-liners, and some really good insight. But also within here, you're going to find things that just don't make sense to us. One of the things that I've learned about really trying to jump into other concepts or religious concepts is when you go right to the sacred scriptures of that faith or right into those teachings, sometimes you can get lost because we're just not in the mentality to understand and to learn the way that it was written. We don't understand enough of the background, enough of the history, enough of the core teachings. So with that being said, there's some great commentaries on the teachings of the Buddha that probably give a lot more insight and a little bit of background in the teachings of the Buddha that could probably give you a better foundation before you jumped into something like this. But if you were to jump into something like this, you're going to find some key, and I go through and I highlight a couple of pages with stars on things that are full of wisdom. You're going to find some things that are talk about kind of peaceful life, tranquility, the ability to gain and develop patience, ways to think and to change your mindset so that you're actually able to kind of better understand and cope with the people around you. So there's value in the book, and there's value in the teachings, right? But you're not going to walk out of the book with anything in the LDS community that's going to be mind-blowing. But you will find different idioms and thoughts that you can apply into your life to have a slightly more peaceful mind, a slightly more tranquil concept. As you interact with your family members and things like that, you'll be able to find ways to apply. There are little tidbits that I would memorize and recommend to apply into people's lives. So I'm going to give it 3 good stars, solid stars. Another great place probably to start is the Essential Teachings of the Dalai Lama. That'll give you a great robust foundation of what Buddhism teaches. And then if you jump into this, you'll be able to better understand some of the contexts and better apply what you can. Now remember, prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. You're going to be able to read this and find poems and teachings and narratives that are really insightful. There's a reason why Buddha had the following he had and has it today, is because there is wisdom that can transform our lives. Again, not above and beyond what the LDS community has, and there's no priesthood and there's no anything in this, but you are going to find wisdom that can be applied, at least in the teachings of man, what we would say on this one. So I'm going to give this 3 solid stars. It's a cheap buy. If you're looking for something just unique and something a little different, it's a good place to start. If you're going to jump into any sacred scriptures of any other faith, just to kind of build some contrast, this is a good place to go. With that, and if you'd like a full review and a full write-up, LDSBookReviews.com is the place to go. And 3 stars for Teachings of the Buddha.